Hi, I'm Sreedha Varanasi, and you're watching MediaPlex live at 1. We're starting with some breaking news on this November 24th. Border guards have seized nearly $30,000 US at the Windsor-Detroit border. They believe the money is related to a crime of some kind. The two U.S. residents are under investigation, but have not been charged yet. The arrests were made Saturday. 2 Windsor soldiers have been honored with medals of bravery by Canada's Governor-General. The ceremony was yesterday in Ottawa. Corporal Matthew Lepayne and Master Corporal Alexander Zarucha are reservists with the Windsor Regiment. They rescued a woman from a burning car they knew would explode. Zarucha doesn't remember much from the crash 2 years ago, but he credits his military training for keeping him calm. He tells us in a social media message, "I didn't think I did anything special. I believe if someone else was in my shoes, they would have done the same." Upper Stage produces a play to raise money for the Windsor Life Center every year. Sanjay Maru spoke with 2 actors from this year's production to find out more about the play.
Brad, let me start with you. You're one of the directors on this play. Tell me a little bit about what the play's about.
Okay, The Gift of the Magi is written by John Jory. This play kind of takes place back in the early 1900s. It's a great Christmas play with not so great circumstances. Back in the day, a lot of people didn't have any money, so the play kind of starts out with myself actually acting in the play as well, introducing the 2 main characters. They fall in love, and the rest is kind of history from there. So.
And Katie, you're one of the main actresses in the play. Tell me a little bit about your background in acting and how you got involved in this play.
Sure. So back in high school, back in Philly, I was in about 11 productions, and we also did competition, and I won Best Actress at that competition back at the Bucks County Playhouse. And yeah, so it's been really, really good. We've had a lot of fun, and it's been a blast.
And Brad, let me ask you, whenever you go to a play, you know, there's always a lesson that you learn when you come out of watching it. What should audiences expect to learn from this play? Well,
the typical Christmas story. You know, Christmas is not about getting, it's about giving. And this story is the ultimate gift. 2 people that don't really have anything, they love someone very much, and they want to give them something very special, and they don't have the money to do it. So they have to sacrifice personally and to give their love something very special.
And all the proceeds from this play going to Windsor Life Center. Katie, I understand you work at Windsor Life Center. Tell me a little bit more about that charity.
I do. So Windsor Life Center is a 6 to 12 month residential recovery home for women recovering from drug and alcohol addictions. Our mission is to save lives and change families. So not only do we help women in their walk towards sobriety, we also want to prepare them for after their program and success, whether it be family, the workplace, or any path they may choose.
Awesome. Katie and Brad, thank you so much for joining us. The Gift of the Magi runs November 24th to the 26th and December 1st to the 3rd, and you can get tickets at windsorlifecenter.com.
The faculty strike at Ontario's colleges not only affected students, but also some businesses. Businesses that were letting out a huge sigh of relief when the dispute ended earlier this week. Our reporter Harshpal Singh was in London during the strike, talking to students and store owners near Fanshawe College.
The Ontario College strike hit some restaurant owners as hard as it hit the students. 12,000 professors and instructors were on strike for 5 weeks. For the shawarma restaurant, it was 5 long weeks. We spoke to him while the strike was still on.
I would say we at least dropped about 40 to 45%. We have seen a drop in the traffic, especially during the day. We still have a little bit of the usual, business surrounding, but we definitely felt the effect of this strike.
Al-Masri says it seems most students were choosing not to come to the campus. He thinks they were staying home, but he's not sure. All he knows is they weren't buying shawarma. For the students, the uncertainty that came with each passing day added to the stress for some. They were worried the semester would be cancelled when the strike hit the 4th week. We spoke to one student during the dispute who just didn't know what to do with the assignments.
It is more of a tension which is building up rather than relief. I have personally 7 assignments which have lined up for this week and the upcoming week, and we don't have any guidance or any professors who can help us.
Meanwhile, staff at Hadi's Shawarma tell us they're back in business and have started to see usual traffic. For MediaPlex News, I'm Harshpal Singh.
For decades, big box stores have dominated the retail space in Windsor. bizX magazine was created 20 years ago to promote small businesses here. Lori Baldassi attended the bizX Awards Gala at the St. Clair Center for the Arts.
Congratulations to all you. For these promoters of Windsor, there's no place like home. It's the big night each year for bizX Magazine annual awards ceremony. A theme of the Wizard of Oz featuring the city of Windsor as the Emerald City for the night's Gala Awards. Since 1998, bizX Magazine has been informing, inspiring, and connecting its readers with local activities and businesses. Each year they celebrate all that's local and what their businesses have to offer with the awards ceremony. We caught up with Anda Grande Passe, owner of Beautiful Images, winner of Marvelous Manicurist bizX Award in 2017.
I could not have done this without the amazing support that I continuously have from this community and clients. I'm just very overwhelmed with everything and very excited. Thank you.
Cheryl Hardcastle, Windsor-Tecumseh MP, was on hand to celebrate the awards.
A small business community that want to be able to evolve and work with changing times and stay current. And I think an atmosphere and an event like this helps build that as well.
bizX Publisher says that starting tomorrow, bizX 2018 event planning starts.
Bullying is on the public agenda, but even with all the awareness programs out there, it's still a problem. One Windsor martial arts coach is doing his part. Earlier today, I spoke with Sean LeBute to talk about how he's equipping kids with the confidence they need to stick up for themselves. So Sean, you were bullied as a child. How did it become such an important thing to you now?
Well, being a small kid and playing some team sports and stuff like that, I was always a smaller kid, so I got pushed around quite a bit. And between being pushed around personally and watching other kids being bullied throughout their lives, it became kind of a personal situation I decided to attack.
So tell us about the bullying initiative you now are starting with your martial arts center.
Well, the Hybrid Training Academy Incorporated is one of the the best mixed martial arts centers you could possibly go to. We have all the combatives, so what we were able to do is put everything together, and I thought of a program where if I could find the worst bullied kids possible, I could do something about it with the academy, and the guys are really excited to work with the kids and pull them out of a bullied situation.
So how does it work? How do kids get involved with this initiative?
Well, you can, if you are a parent of a bullied child, you know of a bullied child, a teacher of bullied children, if you can get a hold of us at htawindsor.com. You can also get a hold of us through Facebook. Or at jrobert@jujitsuwindsor.com, or you can bring your story directly into and hand it to one of the coaches. And what we're doing is we're providing a one-year membership, 2018 membership, completely free, no obligation, and 8 hours of training with the three lead coaches, myself, Jeff Robert, who's the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor, who's my business partner, and Manny Alfaro, who's a professional boxer and mixed martial artist under the Hybrid Training Academy flag, and all the gear that they're going to need, all the gloves and stuff like that. We have private sponsors that are donating to this too. One boy and one girl will get a full $3,000 package with everything.
Okay, so how do you plan to kind of find those kids that fall between the cracks, and how is the martial arts going to help them bolster their self-confidence?
Well, outlets like yourselves and the Windsor Star and word of mouth, we need to really get into the crevices of the Windsor-Essex County community. We're looking for children K through 12, and we're looking for the worst possible stories. I hear heartbreaking stories all the time, and I've seen some situations in the city where people are getting swarmed and beat up and stuff like that, and we're providing a situation where we can give the kids not just the skills to do it, but the confidence and self-esteem to get through situations where it's maybe something like cyberbullying, where you can't protect yourself that way with any type of physical training, right? So it gives them the mental fortitude to get through it.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. And now for weather. Today we'll see a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 1. Tomorrow, another mix of sun and clouds with a high of 7. Sunday caps off the weekend with sunny skies and a high of 6. Thanks for watching. I'm Sreedha Varanasi, and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.